P-tubs. Give you guys something interesting to look at. Our load was not ready.
41 minutes of remaining drive time.
Our load was not ready, so we're gonna have to wait until it is. We'll give them a couple calls every few hours, but if it gets too late, we'll just do it early in the morning. In the meantime, this Love's is pretty active, so figure you guys can chat and look at all the pretty trucks that roll by. Off to the right ahead is the fuel island, and everybody coming and going is going to roll right in front of the cameras. But for right now, I'm going to go get some food.
Hey, the driver that just pulled into the fuel island here, pulling the piggybacks, you got a radio on?
Woohoo! All right. I got potato lays to die. Somebody stuck a fork in my potato lays. That was for my salad. Thought them two blue trucks were gonna bang noses. How do y'all enjoy the back road ride this morning on US 160? Let's add some parsley to our salad. I like having my own spices because regular food's like kind of bland. They never put nothing in it. Kinda. Vic didn't enjoy the back roads, huh? I like them. Things move slower. Kind of like watching golf. Well, some people like watching golf. I don't, but you know. Howdy Dave, how you doing? Bill P. Tubbs. Well, I hope our load is ready early, but we'll see how it goes. Did I finish both bags of circus peanuts? No. I ate the first one, but the second one is right here unopened. We'll save that for another day. Do we have our next trip after this one? No. What's the temperature here? I don't know. You'll have to look at the weather widget on the website. Oh, I gotta unlock Snowman. Good morning, Texas woman. Do I watch football? Nah. If you want to see some pictures of Kansas that I took, a couple small towns, plus in Liberal, down at the bottom, you could see the Mid-America Airplane Museum. That is pretty nice. Howdy, Roberta. Hey, Vic, I appreciate that. Thanks. Hey, good, good eyeballs there, David. I see a train now that you mention it.
Yeah, hope everything goes good for you there. We'll see ya.
Yeah, I've heard flames can go quite a bit. How was my rest yesterday? Pretty good. Actually was tired and went to bed kind of early. Oh wow. So I'm looking at this. Card they gave me, and apparently you can go online and check the status of your load. I've never seen that before. Let's see what happens when we load our information then. I don't know what. We'll have to call them and find out what that is. It won't let me sign on. That whirling noise is the inverter, which powers the phones on a dash and a tablet and all that. Glad you like those little models. Those are pretty cool, aren't they? No, not the new inverter. This is a baby one. I haven't put the new inverter in. I got it, but I just haven't had time yet. Nope, have not picked up the load. We're waiting on the load. It's not ready yet. I will probably get out to the Chicago area for time off probably end of May. Liberal around here doesn't really have any good sidewalks. Now, if you park in town, you could, but none right here. A little windy for a drone, but I might try it after a bit. Could I go park in town? Sure. If I could pick one sport to watch, what would it be? Well, hey, now there's my dually. Raised up dually, double stacks from the bed, all black. Cat mud flaps. So what sport would I watch? Probably wouldn't watch the sport. I'd watch The Price is Right or other PBS documentary. The other day I watched one about building the arch and some of the Golden Gate Bridge, all that type of stuff. Do I feel odd in a white truck? Nah. I already know I'm odd, so I'm happy with that. I don't want to be like everybody else. Where's your town there, junkyard? Well, no, man, who poked holes all over that guy's truck? Did you see that? That was not, that was not good looking. That wasn't black paint, that was literal holes. cuts down on weight. Yeah, I get that, but when you cut a hole on plastic, how much is that actually going to save versus looking retarded like that? I mean, all those circles that he cut out, 20 pounds at the most? Dang, I buy hamburgers bigger than that. Would I recommend somebody getting their CDL? Sure. If they like driving and all that good stuff, why not? It amazes me how many four-wheelers barrel through the truck parking lot. Long haul. I've not heard of that. That's a long horse trailer. When was that movie made? About truckers being forced to haul overweight loads. There are endless rules for each state. I have a big old book of permits and whatnot. That's true. And if you do something wrong, yes, the driver has to pay the fine. But hauling overweight loads, no. If we're overweight, what do you guys see me do? Go right on back to the shipper. Nope. If I have a CAT scale ticket and it's certified and it says I'm overweight, the shipper can either A, take some product off, or B, find somebody else to haul it. Am I still eating? Yes, I am. ...2019 Freightliner. Well, if it's an overweight permit, then I'd verify it and all that other stuff, and if all was good, then that would be okay. But I remember I hauled a load for Home Depot out of one of their warehouses, and it was like 6,000 pounds overweight. And I says, "You're kidding, right?" So I took it back, and while I was trying to talk to him about my load being overweight, there were about 3 more drivers in there that were all complaining and mad that their load was overweight. So apparently, you know, they didn't care. Yeah, it's funny when you know the industry and you see a movie about it, how you can pick out the things that nobody else knows. Like all the old airplane crash movies and whatnot. I used to work on airplanes. I know every inch inside and out of 747s and 707s and all this other stuff. And I don't remember the airplane movie that John Travolta was in, but he picked up the floor panel in the passenger cargo or passenger area, and I don't know, went out to the wing or whatever it was. I don't remember. And it's like, you can't do that. You know, or various other little things that they do. It's like, that's impossible. I've always liked Freightliner Cascadia ever since I've driven one. I've never driven a 2018. I think they look cool with the new grill. I don't know what the inside looks like. Boo to Michigan. P. Tubbs must have run away. I hear a train, but I don't see a train. Hey, P-Tub's still there. Well, no, I don't mean to boo the people in Michigan. Well, no, I don't know. Professional bull riding is a good thing. And Michigan don't like it and don't want them back. That's not good. John Travolta is an actual pilot, and yes, he can fly big jets. He showed up to buy a 707 from the company that I was working on. And we would have been we did work on his airplane. So how long have I been a truck driver? Since August 2006. How much does a 707 cost? Multiple millions. A refurb, if I remember right, a refurb was anywhere from 2 to 5 million just for the refurb. Tons and tons of lightning when we were in Big Spring, Nebraska. WB from Oakland. How you doing? Have I ever done repairs on Air Force One? I did some refurbs on an older Air Force One, yes. Like from the early 90s. Maryland checking in. That water truck's watering this empty field next to us. I wonder why. Hey, bunny. What camera has an on and off focus problem? The live feed? Or the snowman? I was avionics, yes. The live camera? I don't know, to me it looks okay. But the signal does change the quality of it. And let me check the signal. Right now it shows we got good strong signal. So I don't know, maybe congestion on your end or something, I don't know. Or maybe other people can tell me. I look and it looks like it's in focus to me. Hotel hospitality. Oh my gosh. I have a little story about hotel hospitality. We got a spot on the window it's trying to autofocus on. Okay, well, put it in manual focus. Is that any better now? We'll see what that does. You're welcome, Colin J.P. Ward. Cow poop truck. Oh, and he smells like it. Someone needs to get a garden hose after him. Little boy's over there is wearing a John Deere hat. I need to steal his hat. Although his daddy looks like he'd beat me. Well, there goes the guy with holes. How long ago did I travel to Boston? It's been a while, several years. Do you know where the World Market is in Boston? The Steely mount, yes, it's a pain in the butt to have that thing sticking out the back of the phone. Obviously, you put the little end on the back of the phone, but they have a new style now, which is actually a C-clamp that you just snap the phone in, so you never have to have it attached directly to the phone. Another thing you could do is what I did was just buy a cheap plastic back cover for your phone, you know, the snap-on holder, whatever you want to call it, and use that, and then when you don't want to use the Steely, you just take it out of the little rubber case. That works very well. The World Market in Boston I delivered to one day
You have
when I
7
was
hours
new,
and 19 minutes of remaining drive time.
and I was scared to death. Lots of traffic, and trying to back up to the door there, cars and other trucks kept going in behind me and wouldn't let me back up. And it's like, even when I was inches from the dock door, everybody kept rolling in behind me. And I was like, oh man, what's wrong with these weirdos? Now that I'm older, I just learn I'm going to keep on going, and if they stop, that's their right. If they don't want to stop and they get crunched, well, then they get crunched, and then they won't do it no more, or whatever. No, I'll always stop, but you know, I learned to be more aggressive in driving, I guess. They're laying out new sod. They spent a lot of money on that rolled up sod. The problem is, that little dirt corner lot, they will have trucks parking on there. Howdy, welcome, Lively. I wonder if they bought that property, because they took out a corner of the fence. And now they're trying to plant grass. I wouldn't have done that, but oh well. No, I'm not on my 30-minute break. We're waiting for the trailer to be ready. The trailer supposedly is not due to be ready until 8:53 tonight. So if it gets ready early, we'll leave. If not, then I guess we'll leave in the morning. So it all depends on when they get ready. No, no pet walking area. I bet they bought that land. I don't know. I do not know why. Because the whole field is just scrub. So why you want to plant nice green grass there? I don't know. Is there a huge demand for truck drivers? Yes. A lot of the old truckers are retiring, and new folks aren't interested in trucking. Plus, trucking companies do not want to pay. That's all there is to it. So yeah, if you want a job as a trucker, somebody's going to take you. Have I heard of a game called American Truck Simulator? I have heard it because a lot of people think that my live feed is really the game. I've never seen it, don't know what it is, just apparently a lot of people think that my camera is actually a game, so I don't know. Exactly. A lot of truckers find out that this ain't a 9-to-5 job. You more or less are married to the truck. You got to work days and you got to work nights and you got to work through rain and snow. Trust me. Do I want to go sliding around and driving on ice and heavy snow and get out and fuel in Wyoming when it's 40-mile-an-hour blizzard? No, of course not. I just do it because that's what needs to be done. But a lot of people find out that reality versus what their recruiter told them is two different things. You never listen to a recruiter for the military, for trucking, or for anything. Nope, no Mexico or Canada. I have dropped tons of trailers off at the border though. Now, seeing that where they're putting this grass is completely barren dirt. I hope they water it. That's a lot of money. I don't know, maybe they're going to fence it in and turn it into a pasture for the horses. I don't know. Lively, thanks for your service to the U.S. Navy. Nope, no trips to Alaska. What place have I not been to for trucking but would like to? I don't know, I've been everywhere. I've been to all 48 states, all four corners. So as far as getting somewhere with a truck, I've pretty much been everywhere. Don't really care to go into Canada. You know, I don't know. That box truck is actually repairing that reefer on that trailer. So, no, he's not going to get in trouble. You back up and then there's a reefer repair center inside that box truck. In fact, it looks like you could see that generator that just popped out that side door. Standard is still 53. I've seen a few 57. That's a pretty orange truck. Cow poop truck. Have I been in New York? Yes, I have. Have I had people honk as I drive by? Yeah. I do haul stuff that does not require the refrigerator. And yep, I just turn it off. So, hauling a reefer, I could actually do refrigerated foods, or I could haul anything dry. So I get the benefits of having a cold trailer or a dry trailer. So I get twice as many loads as somebody that's hauling just one type of trailer. Nebraska, somebody chased me down. I don't remember. I've had people chase me down everywhere I go. Have I been to Austin? No, I've been through it. Reefers do run at 32. They could be any temperature that the customer wants. Frozen is -10. Some frozen want -20. Fresh beef is usually 28. Vegetables is usually kept at 35. Watermelons and all, 35. Bananas and lettuce and stuff like that, or no, bananas is 50, 55. When I haul Coke and all that stuff, that is usually held at 65. So yeah, the truck will go all over. You know, anywhere from -20 to 80 degrees on the hot side. Have I ever been close to the tornado? Sure, several of them. Lots of wind, lots of pushing around, never had a direct hit. But have I ever had a reefer quit on a load? Yes, I have. That's why you have to pay attention. You're responsible for keeping the temperature. And if every time you get in or out of the truck, throw your eyes on the temperature. If it looks good, good. If not, you usually have several hours warning before anything goes bad with it. Do I ever pick up refurbished from the porch? I have no idea what that means. Nice to have a trash can right behind you. Have I ever been to Hawaii? No. How do reefer trailers work? Big air conditioner on the front of the trailer, and a big 50-gallon tank on the bottom of the trailer. Box trailer versus refrigerated trailer, they're exactly the same. Just one gets cold, one doesn't. Do I deliver to airports? Generally, no. I've delivered next door to airports. I've delivered airplane food. But usually those go to a warehouse and, you know, individual airplane companies do that. No offense, buddy. I've delivered to prisons too. Talk about prisons. Ha! I'm not kidding you. This is not a made-up story. It was several years ago. Picked up in a little town in northwest New York. Picked up cabbage from a farm field. And I hauled it all the way from western New York all the way down to a prison in Tennessee. Really back road Tennessee. I don't even remember the town. But I go there and I back up and I hear them start to unload me. And then I hear all this yelling. And then one of the prison guard comes up to the truck and tells me that they're refusing the load to come back in, to come inside and look why. And they had they had bug holes in all the cabbage, and that was not a good thing. And when I walked in there, all the prisoners that were helping unload the truck gave me the ugliest look in the world, like it was my fault. So they loaded it all back up. I told my boss. I don't know, I waited around a couple hours. Then they told me to take that load down to Atlanta, some Atlanta farmer's market thing that bought that cabbage. And I'm not kidding you, the very next night I delivered in Atlanta, the next night I saw on the news that that exact business that I delivered that cabbage to with all the bugs was shut down by the state of Georgia for bug infestations, including rats and everything else. Unsafe food storage and the whole 9 yards. And if I believe right, it was some Korean company or whatever. And I thought, oh man. But I'm just a truck driver. I don't handle the rest of that. I kept wondering why they didn't have me just throw it away. Not that I would know where to throw away 40,000 pounds of cabbage, but, you know. for me. Now I'm stuffed full of food. No, I don't need crickets to eat. When's the last time I did my drone? It's been a little while. Okay, so I lost my little business card. What happened to my little business card? Come here, little business card. I just had it. Why did I go north to Eufaula when the schedule said you were going to Texarkana and Little Rock on your way? Because they changed the fuel. They wanted me to get fuel in Eufaula. So that's why we changed it. I gotta make a call. Hang on. Oh.
Home. Messaging.
Hey, I think my load's ready. We just looked at the website. Let me see. Well, what do you know? The load is ready. We're just waiting on paperwork. So paperwork may be another half hour or so. So it looks like we will be running a little bit. That'd be good to get a good head start.
Home. Messaging. You have 7 hours and 6 minutes of remaining drive time.
How much further? I don't know. Depends on when they get the paperwork and all that good stuff.
Home. Messaging. new message has arrived.
Howdy, Jack. How you doing? So you know what I say. Look at all the orange and white trucks. Alright, as soon as we move forward, I'm going to run in and get some coffee. Then we'll go see if the paperwork is ready on the load. The load is already ready. They're just waiting on paperwork. Usually that takes half an hour. So, and of course, we'll have to stop the broadcast when we leave this truck stop. And then, as soon as the paperwork's ready, we'll roll on down the highway. Load wasn't supposed to be ready till 9, so if it's ready at 3, that's 6 hours early. That's pretty good. That gets us down the road. Tommy Pruitt, how you doing, buddy? You show up just as we gotta leave.
asking for route.
Edward, you're welcome. Thanks. Thanks, you're welcome.
Home. Messaging. Home. Messaging.
We're going to take the back roads to Hutchinson. See Smoochie the Frog? Right now, he's in Chicago. But we will put him in a truck. We took time off at Mom's and all that other stuff, and hadn't really had time to do a bunch of stuff, but hopefully we'll get it done. Yeah, we're charging Loves. Charging Loves, I think, for the free advertising. Nobody's in front of this guy, and he's just sitting there. Mary must have heard me talk about it. Come on now. I saw you put your foot on the brakes. There you go. If anybody knows how to get me sponsors, talk to them. Alright, we'll be right back. All you guys have to do is talk to them, see what they say. Nobody ever talks to me when I try to tell them.
Messaging. You have 6 hours and 54 minutes of remaining drive time.
Alright, be right back. Now, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. We're gonna go check on our load. Our load's ready, we're just waiting on paperwork.
You have 6 hours and
That shouldn't take
46
them that
minutes
long.
of remaining drive time.
One thing though, we're getting a head start, which means we won't have to sit here in the middle of the night or rush tomorrow.
Drive to route line behind you or reroute from current location.
So hopefully it'll be a quick pickup. And I wonder if I could sneak through this way. You can't. Oh well. I was hoping we'd sneak through, but guess not. Yay, off-roading. Bobtail off-road. That guy's got some big boxes. Y'all enjoy that off-road? Come on, little Mustang. Mash it, little Mustang. Let's go. Love it. 1 minute it works, the next minute it don't. Because I'm gonna have to take it to the shop. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys go. Hopefully our paperwork will be ready. The trailer's ready, and that's the biggest part of it. Now we're just waiting on paperwork. Alright, see you all shortly. Looks like we'll get a head start.